Morning. Hey, good morning. What is this one doing? Good morning, good morning. Listen, y'all know Jill. Come on, say with me, wake up and we'll wake up and we'll wake up and we'll. Good morning. Listen, hey, so glad to have you on with us this morning for our live wake up and win. So glad to be on with all you this morning. Um, I am extremely excited about today. If the locks look a little different, because I tried to do something with them, but I don't know. It was a hit, miss kind of sort of thing. But anyway, so today's wake up and win word is process. And this is why this word is today's win word. So I did something different with my locks, and I attempted a different kind of process. And well, I'm not gonna say it was a fail. I'm just gonna say uh, we have a little more work to work on. So the point being is that the look I'm going for requires a little bit of a process, and um, the 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 part that I tried clearly did not come across the way I'd expected. Um, and it's not bad, but it's just not what I was hoping for, which means we got a little more work to do, right? That's the beauty of process, right? That's the point of process is that, and I'm coming on live. I told y'all it's gonna be a very real live show, right? So I'm coming on live with you all, with the the lock process not going as I intended, because what I want to share about process is that sometimes things don't go as you set out for them to go, right? But it doesn't mean that you give up on the process. What it means is I have to go back to the drawing board and figure out where did I go wrong, what do I need to do different, and what adjustments need to be made. Listen, process is important if we're going to get anything done. Process is important, but sometimes process requires additional effort, additional work. And so, whatever you're working on, whatever you're building, whatever you're creating, whatever you're launching, right? It's going to take some process. And sometimes process requires a bit more process. Sometimes process takes a little more energy, a little more time, a little more reworking, a little tweaking here and there. We hear people say all the time, trust the process. And I say it all the time as well, trust the process, because I do believe process is important, and process gets us to where we believe we should be, where we want to be, where we desire to be and do. Um, but process is not a one-shot deal. And here's what I experience with people all the time in my coaching and in conversation, because I'm also a minister, so I do a lot of I'm always in conversation with somebody about something, right? And what I've learned about human behavior, and this is just behavior, this is not necessarily anybody in particular, is that we will go through the process one good time. And if that one good time doesn't work out the way we expect it, we give up on the process. But process is continuous. Process is ongoing. Process is not a one time. So, like these locks, the process that I attempted didn't quite yield the results that I wanted. So I have to go back to the drawing board. I have to go back to my steps, see where I need to make some tweaks, some adjustments, and then do it over again. And I will continue in practicing and doing this process until it's perfected. So if we can think that simply about hair, right, then why not the same about your dream? Why not the same about your goals? Why not the same about your plans, right? Why do we give up so easily when the first process we go through doesn't work? When the first business loan doesn't come through? When the first, I write grants for people. I also write grants, right? As part of I have a few streams of income, as the Bible says. And so one of my streams is grant writing. And what I tell people, like, this is a process. When I enter into client conversations about what it is that they want to do as it relates to grant writing, I help them understand first and foremost this is a process. And it's a long-term process. And it's a process just to write one grant. But no organization should just have one grant they're trying to live off of. They should have a strategy. So anyway, in talking about strategy, we talk about the word process. And that process is not a one-time deal, but it's ongoing. And so likewise, I didn't yield the results I wanted, but I see potential. I see potential, number one, that these things do work. I see the potential that these things do work. So maybe I need to add more mousse. Maybe I need to add more water. Maybe I need to let them sit a little longer. I don't know. The point being is that with process, right? With process, I gotta return to it. I gotta work on this some more. I gotta go back to it and try again. Here's what I want to leave you with. Here's your word, your personal win word. Try again. You gave up, try again. You haven't looked at a night in a year, try again. You got distracted with some other things that you thought were more priority than your dreams, try again. It didn't, some people talked about you when they saw you trying to do it the first time, try again. You opened up your portal, your books, your invitations for 100 people and 10 showed up, try again. The point is with process, because it's not a one-shot deal, you and I have the opportunity to try again. And so whenever you hear the words, whenever you look at your circumstances and you think about the process, be very clear. Process is time, process is effort, process is energy, and it's not a one-shot deal. So if the first line of process didn't go like you expected, try again. And here's how we get to the win. Keep going through the process. Here's how we get to the win. Be willing to try again when things don't go as expected the first time. Here's how we get to the win. You got to make up in your mind, I will continue in the process until I win. Because remember, we've always said winning is a mindset. So, process. It's not a one-shot deal. Try again. Y'all have a great day.